Welcome back to our channel, Soap Opera Lovers. Today is a beautiful sunny day to dive right back into the scandalous, jaw-dropping streets of Fairmont Crest. We have so much to unpack from the latest Beyond the Gates promo for the week of June 1st to the 5th, and let me tell you, things are getting absolutely explosive. Grab your favorite drink, settle in, and let's get right into the madness. Let's kick things off with the Dupree family, because they are bringing the heat in ways I honestly did not see coming. The promo opens with a fascinating, highly revealing scene in the lavish living room of the Dupree mansion. We see Nicole Dupree having a very candid, unfiltered conversation with her mother, Anita Dupree. Now, we all know Anita has been through absolute hell recently with her breast cancer treatments and chemotherapy. She just got medical clearance to be intimate with Vernon again, and she's clearly feeling a renewed lease on life. Anita looks Nicole dead in the eye and boldly declares that everything is about sex. And what does Nicole do? She just smirks. That little smile speaks volumes, you guys. It's a brilliant character moment. Anita is reminding her daughter that life is short, passions are real, and you have to go after what you want. But who exactly does Nicole want? Well, the promo doesn't make us wait long for that answer, and it is a massive bombshell. The scene seamlessly transitions to Garland Memorial Hospital, specifically inside Nicole's office. She is standing there with none other than her ex-husband, Ted Richardson. Let's be real for a second. The chemistry between these two has always been an underlying current on this show, but recently, things have been incredibly complicated. Ted just put Nicole's name forward to the hospital board to become the next chief of staff after the whole Dr. Leah Whitmore plasma ring disaster. Nicole was initially annoyed by that vote of confidence, but now the dynamic is shifting dramatically. Nicole looks at Ted and tells him that she thinks they need to have a straightforward conversation. And then she drops the hammer. She looks him in the eyes and confesses that she has been fantasizing about him lately. Can you believe it? My jaw literally hit the floor. I have to debate this move by Nicole. On one hand, I love the drama of a legacy couple finding their way back to each other. But on the other hand, I think this is a highly questionable, maybe even selfish move right now. Why? Because Ted is currently deeply involved with Shanice Johnson. Shanice just committed to Ted after realizing life is too short following the tragic death of her best friend, Derek Baldwin. Shanice promised to make things up to Ted in the bedroom this very weekend. So now, right when Ted is finally finding stability and happiness with Shanice, his ex-wife swoops in with this steamy confession. Is this conversation going to turn incredibly awkward, or is it going to get scorching hot? Will Ted stay loyal to Shanice, or will the temptation of his ex-wife be too much to resist? Many fans think Ted will instantly shut Nicole down, but I actually think he's going to be conflicted. Old habits die hard, especially in Fairmont Crest. Now, let's pivot away from the romance and dive straight into the unhinged chaos that is Leslie Thomas. I have to say, Leslie is quickly becoming one of my absolute favorite characters to analyze because she is just so relentlessly manipulative. In the promo, we see her at the local police station, and she is not there to make friends. She is standing there alongside Eva Thomas, Detective Marcel Malone, and Darlene Hawthorne, who is Isaiah Hawthorne's mother. The tension in this room is thick enough to cut with a knife. Leslie, with that signature, ice-cold, sarcastic tone of hers, looks right at Darlene and delivers a thinly veiled threat. She tells Darlene that she sincerely hopes Darlene treats Eva well, because she would absolutely hate it if Police Chief Elon Hawthorne had to arrest Eva for hitting Darlene. Wow. Just wow. The sheer audacity of Leslie Thomas is unmatched. Eva and Detective Marcel Malone are standing there looking completely shell-shocked by Leslie's aggressive intervention. But if you think Darlene Hawthorne is going to just back down and cower in the corner, you are dead wrong. Darlene stares right back at Leslie, totally defiant, and snaps back, "Just try it! I am living for this feud!" But Let's analyze why Leslie is acting like a cornered wildcat lately. She is funding the free clinic, which is currently tied up in the massive stolen plasma investigation. Leslie is spiraling, terrified that the plasma ring drama is going to ruin her reputation and her clinic. She's lashing out at everyone, crashing press conferences, and now threatening people in police stations. I think Leslie is overplaying her hand here. She thinks she can control Fairmont Crest, but picking a fight with Darlene might just be the mistake that brings her down. Speaking of the plasma ring, we need to talk about the most heartbreaking and intense storyline on the show right now, Jacob Hawthorne and Naomi Hawthorne. The promo shows us a deeply intimate scene between the two of them. They are lying in bed together, clearly in the aftermath of a very passionate, loving session of lovemaking. For a split second, you think, oh, good, Jacob is finally finding some peace. But no, the writers ripped that hope right away from us. Even in the arms of the woman he loves, Jacob's mind is trapped in a nightmare. He suddenly breaks the romantic mood, his face hardening, and boldly declares that he will not stop until the Impaler and every single person associated with that criminal syndicate is rotting in a jail cell. My heart absolutely breaks for Naomi in this moment. You can see the pure, unadulterated fear and worry wash over her face. She is looking at Jacob, realizing that the man she loves is slipping away into an abyss of obsession. And let's look at the psychology here. Jacob is undoubtedly suffering from severe, undiagnosed post-traumatic stress disorder. How could he not be? He was working undercover, trying to play the role of a thug, and it all went horribly wrong. Derek Baldwin, a civilian and a hero, took a bullet that was meant for Jacob. Derek died, saving his life. Now, Brian Baldwin, Derek's grieving and furious father, is in town, refusing to even shake Jacob's hand, blaming him entirely for his son's death. The survivor's guilt eating away at Jacob must be agonizing. He feels that the only way to justify Derek's death, the only way to cleanse the blood from his own hands, is to catch the Impaler. But this obsession is blinding him. Naomi knows that if he keeps pushing like this, he is either going to lose his mind or he is going to get himself killed. I desperately hope Jacob gets professional help before his PTSD destroys his relationship with Naomi forever. But here is the kicker, guys. Jacob is out there risking his life, believing that Joey Armstrong is the mastermind behind the black market plasma ring. But we, the audience, know a massive secret. In another thrilling segment of the promo, we are taken deep into the dimly lit basement of Joey's casino. Vanessa McBride is down there with Joey, and she is looking incredibly stressed. She tells Joey that he, clearly referring to Jacob, firmly believes that Joey is the ringleader of the entire syndicate. Vanessa looks at him, desperation in her eyes, and asks, what are we going to do about this? This is where the plot twist hits us like a freight train. Joey Armstrong is a lot of things. He's a shady casino owner. He's manipulative. He hides secrets like his involvement in Doug McBride's death. But Joey is not the Impaler. He is not the big boss. He is just a very high-level pawn in a much darker game. So, will the real leader of this terrifying criminal enterprise ever step out of the shadows? All the spoilers and clues are pointing to a massive reveal happening this very week. Joey is scheduled to have a face-to-face meeting with the actual boss. Who could it be? The theories in the fandom are running wild right now. Could it be a legacy character we thought we trusted? Could it be someone hiding in plain sight at Garland Memorial Hospital? Whoever it is, when the Impaler is finally unmasked, Fairmont Crest is going to be shaken to its absolute core. Joey is walking on thin ice, and if Jacob keeps pushing, Joey might just throw the real Impaler to the wolves to save his own skin. Finally, we have to talk about the most toxic, suspenseful marriage on television right now, Bill and Haley Hamilton. The promo ends with a scene at the luxurious country club. Bill is standing next to Haley, and he is clearly feeling a little frisky, a little romantic. He steps in close, gets a bit excited, and wraps his arm around Haley's waist, pulling her in. His hand moves dangerously close to her chest area. Suddenly, Haley completely panics. She aggressively shoves him away and screams, "Don't!" Bill is standing there, looking completely baffled and hurt by this sudden, harsh rejection. But we know the dark, twisted truth. Haley isn't rejecting him because she's just not in the mood. She's rejecting him because she is literally hiding the deadly poison serum near her chest. Yes, the very same serum she has been secretly using to slowly, methodically murder her husband. This storyline is giving me absolute chills. Haley is playing a terrifying game of Russian roulette. We already know from the Friday cliffhanger that Joey Armstrong met with Bill and noticed that Bill's hands were shaking violently. The poison is finally taking a severe physical toll on Bill's nervous system. He is deteriorating right before our eyes. Haley is acting like a cornered animal. Tomas Navarro is already suspicious of her after overhearing her sketchy conversations with Randy Parker. Joey knows something is deeply wrong with Bill's health. And Leslie Thomas keeps cornering Haley, trying to force her into a destructive alliance against the Dupree family. Haley is spinning plates, and they are all about to come crashing down. How much longer can she keep this poison serum hidden on her physical person? What happens if Bill accidentally discovers it? I have a strong prediction that Haley is going to make a fatal mistake this week. She is too panicked, too defensive. When Bill connects the dots between his failing health and his wife's bizarre, secretive behavior, the fallout is going to be legendary. This upcoming week of Beyond the Gates is shaping up to be an absolute masterpiece of television. From Nicole's shocking romantic confession to Ted, to Leslie's unhinged threats at the police station, to Jacob's tragic battle with PTSD, and the terrifying climax of Haley's poisoning plot, every single scene is packed with intense emotional stakes. I cannot wait to see how these cliffhangers resolve. Do you think Ted will cheat on Shanice? Who do you think the real impaler is? And how long until Bill realizes his wife is trying to put him in the grave? Let me know all your thoughts, theories, and predictions in the comments down below. I love reading your insights. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update on all things Fairmont Crest. Until next time, stay dramatic, stay safe, and keep watching the gates.